Also a warm welcome from me. I say thank you that I could do this little masterclass here. We did the last days a lot of jumping out of trot. I showed why I find it very important to jump out of trot. Today, on the final day, I would love to give you an idea of an exercise improving the horse in the canter to the fence. Yeah, it is a little bit small, and first of all I want to introduce this exercise. Normally I would put a third pole, 2 strides in front of that, just to give a longer approach and a better rhythm to the fence. Now I'm only working with 2 poles in front of the fence. The first one 6 meters, and then the second one 3 meters away from the fence. First we do 1 stride, then bouncing over the fence, but later I'll tell you more to that exercise, just that you know what it is. And it was thought to have another pole 2 strides in front of this first pole. Like I said, the last days already, for warming up in show jumping, I would do not so much different than warming up for cross country or warming up for dressage. It's basically always the same. It all comes back to getting the horse nicely in front of your leg and stepping to the contact. Sarah and Sophie started already, and I just follow them and tell you where I would focus on. Sarah, just come one more time to trot. Shorten your reins a little bit, and then really make sure he steps forward in your contact, and out of riding him forward, he falls into your contact and gets drowned. So don't use too much the outside rein to get him on the line. Use your inside leg, and the inside leg is riding the line, not so much with the rein steering. Oh, that's better. And then I would bend him a little bit more to the inside, away from the crowd, that he's not looking to the crowd, and come through with your inside leg, and when he falls into your contact, you guide him on your inside leg, outside rein. That's better. Close your fingers, don't keep your fingers open. Oh, that's good. And then many changes between trot and canter. Make sure he starts away from your leg into canter, and the same when you come back to trot. Make sure you ride him into trot and not pull him into trot. That's good. Oh, you need to have shorter reins and make your arms a little bit longer. There's one big rule: the elbow has to stay in front of your body and not behind of your body. And a shorter rein is always a softer rein than a longer rein, because you earlier feel if you are strong, and you're quicker when you want to relax and soften. Sophie, that's good, but also with him, he has to step more forward. Yeah, you see he's still playing a little bit with the tongue. Of course, this is a little bit the weak point of that horse, but you need to make sure that he steps in a better contact out of riding. If he's not reacting on your leg, it's no fault to use once the whip on the shoulder, that he knows he has to step away from your leg. Good. This is better. And again, you also have to make the reins a little bit shorter and your arms longer. Don't ride too far back with your hands. Good. And with you it's the same. Do many transitions. Every transition from trot into canter and from canter into trot makes him loosening up his back, because he has to change the movement of the legs, and that's why those transitions are so important. Good. And in canter, more canter, yeah? You have to, in your warming up phase, you have to make sure that you ride the canter you want to have later for jumping. Quite often I see that the people warming up in canter and go too slowly, and once they come to jumping, the horses are running, because they have to have a bigger canter for jumping, and you haven't trained it in your warming up phase. Come one more time to canter. More clearly with your 8, yeah? It was a little bit half your 8 starting into canter. Do it clearly, don't be afraid of a mistake. If a mistakes happen, this is good, then you can do it once more and learn out of it. Don't hide any mistakes, because you only can learn out of mistakes. So, and more canter. More canter, Sophie. Forward, come. Use your inside leg. Ride him a little bit more. Even bigger. One more time. Oh, this is a canter stride, yeah? And this is the canter you need later for jumping. So train it now already in your warming up phase, that you ride him in this positive forward canter. Very good there. So, then we change the rein once, and the same on the other hand. Little bit more quiet hand, Sarah, and make sure you close your fingers. You playing too much with your fingers. Close them, relax elbow, hand in front of your body, and then you ride him into your contact. Oh, don't bend him too much to the outside there, Sophie. Bend him to the inside and use your inside leg. We don't have too much space here, so you really have to have him through on your inside leg to ride the tight turns later. And again, canter. That was better. And straight away more canter, Sophie. Come. Use your leg and ride him to your hand. He will settle when you ride him forward more than when you are on the handbrake and want to hide something. Exactly. And take him one more time with. Come. Lengthen your stride. This is it. Good. And then out of that you come with your inside leg more, ride him into trot. And then take the movement with in trot. That's good. And again, make sure in trot that he stays in front of your leg. So, horses tell you very clearly where their weak point is, yeah, and you feel it straight away what they don't like to do too much. So you have to make sure you work on that and improve that you work his body, that you get him stronger, and more listening to your aids. Good there. Okay, Sophie, then let him stretch once in trot, but make sure he's keep trotting forward. More. This is what I mean, yeah? When he sees something, don't straight away come with your hand. Use your leg and try to have him concentrate out of riding and taking him with to your hand. This is nice. And then let him breathe. So, Sarah. Good. This is at least the rhythm, yeah? This horse is a little bit lazy in behind, so you always have to make sure he is switched on and active, and that's your job, yeah? Not every step kicking, rather one time a little bit sharper with your aid, that you can relax afterwards and he works for you. Yeah, you should enjoy it. That's better. Do one more time. Canter with him. So don't look down all the time, just look where you're going, yeah? When you get your eyes away off the horse, your body is more free, because the eyes have control about your body, so use this thing and don't look always on your horse. Good there. And when he comes out of the contact there, think first of all taking him with in canter. That doesn't matter. Quiet hands, quiet hands. Don't get stressed when he once come out of the contact. Use rather your inside leg. He has to work himself round, not you pulling the head down. Good there. And then come to trot. Bend him to the inside there. Oh, and let him stretch as well. Again, think about your eyes. Get them away. Good. Straight away a different body language. When you take your eyes away, you're much taller, much more balanced. When you look down, you're always fixed in your position, and where your eyes is going, your body is going, and that will be down and not up and in front of you. Good there, let him breathe. So, yeah, when we come to jumping, it's all about the canter, yeah? The quality of the canter. The rider's eye is as good as the quality of a canter. If you have a horse with a very balanced, good canter, it is very simple to ride good distances. And this exercise just gives a little bit an idea and helps to improve the canter and the rhythm to the fence, and that's why I like to put the poles there, because when I would take the poles, I'm pretty sure people starting riding backward and add one to that fence, or starting to riding forward and leave one stride out, because we want to manage too much. And with the poles, it is managed for us, so we can only concentrate on the canter and try to get a nice distance to the first pole, and then we have a good rhythm to the fence, and we don't interfere the horse in the approach to the fence. That's why I like it. And horses learn a lot out of this exercise, because you keep bringing same distances, and this is the most important thing for jumping. You need to create same situations, and that's most of the time with younger horses very difficult when you do it without a pole. Yeah, you need to be very good rider to bring always the same distances, and with this pole it is much easier. So for you starting, just create a nice canter and then stay once on a circle. So there already, don't bend him to the outside, bend him to the inside. And you see, it is not truly organized that he steps away from your contact. Make him a little bit sharper with using once your whip a little bit on the shoulder, so that he knows he has to go, and then relax your leg. Yeah, this is fine riding when you make him sensible, and then you can sit quiet. So, and then start canter. So, little bit shorter rein, that you quicker with the horse and closer to the horse, and then you go once on a circle, and then you come from the short side, very easy, once over these poles, and then the jump. Knowing which way you want to go after the fence, and concentrate, staying straight, even if there is not so much space, but riding a straight line. Look to the pole and keep turning, doesn't matter. Good. So again, short the reins, yeah, you come up with your hands, stay closer to the horse, one time circle, and then you come once more. And now you have to prepare it. In this small arena, it's of course a little bit more difficult. You really have to use the corner there. Go in, circle here, circle, in front of me, that's too big, that circle. Use a smaller circle, that he's already on the line, and you can have it easier to the pole. So, this is it. Very good. Yes, better there with your hands, but still you are a little bit behind the movement. Make sure you stay in with the horse. Once more. So stay behind him in the turn, and with the pole you go with him. Very good. So knowing before which way you want to go. It is not easy jumping towards the crowd, and the horses, they don't know it, and not so much space. But from the idea, this was already a little bit like I want to have. Sarah. So start canter. And again, you saw it already, use really the corner, that you have a nice turn to the pole. And look early to the pole. Don't look in the last moment to the pole. Turn your head, get your eyes to the pole, and your whole body will ride to the pole, and it will be easier for you to turn. So keep riding in the turn. First of all, thinking about the canter. Very nice. So next time make sure you don't get too much out of balance because of the pole. This is no jump. You can stay in the saddle and keep riding your canter. Oh, that's it. Very nice. One more time from the left. Look to the pole. Quiet hands. Super. Hands down and let him jump. Very good. Trot, trot, and then right hand canter, and then give him a break. Good. So, this is the idea, and now we work on the quality of how we approach the fence, that the horses follow us nicer on the line and landing better in balance after the fence, and the turn there is also easier. Sophie. Straight away think about a shorter rein, shorter rein. Oh, shorter rein, make your arms longer, and the gap you feel if you make your arms longer, you're closing out of taking the horse with into your contact. So, good. So still not truly in front of your leg. Yeah? He jumps a little bit bigger over that pole, and then you have to correct the line with your rein. Do it out of your leg. Yeah? The horse has to go away from the leg. So take him with, take him with, take him with. So don't hide anything. Longer straight, and now concentrate on the quality. Yeah? If you come here and then you jump left and middle and right, the quality of the jump is not getting better. You need to focus that you stay on one line, that the impulsion you bring to the fence goes in one direction and not in any direction. That's better. Good. And then land and straight away create canter. Yeah? Not landing, sitting and holding on the rein. Land and ride your canter again. Once more. Actively, calm. So, this is the canter, this is the canter. And now think about the landing, calm. Take him with, take him with. It's still, you have to sit down in the landing because he's not pushing from behind and taking you with. So work on that he takes you with in the landing. Come to trot and then do that once more. And again, make it for you more clear with a shorter rein, because then you feel you miss something, and this gap which you're missing with a longer arm and a shorter rein, you're closing with taking the horse with. It's all about the activity of the hindquarter. So, and you see, come wants to walk, you see, he's not keep cantering through the turn. That's why he changed the canter here from the left to the right, and he's still not truly on the line. If you make it now slower, it's not getting better. You need to keep the impulsion. Oh, that was good. Very good. Yeah? That was in one rhythm nicely, and he took you with. Give him a break, and then we do that once more. Sarah, the same. Yeah? Now on the quality of the line, of the canter, that he's not cutting the corner down there. So keep your hands quiet. Keep your hands quiet. Don't fight the mouth too much. It's not necessarily that he has to be totally round like in dressage. Yeah? He can have a little bit more open neck, your focus should be on the canter, not on the roundness of the horse. The quality of the canter, that was actually very good. Okay, do a circle here. Yeah, and again, after the fence is in front of the next fence, use that corner there. Oh, too small arena. You have to do a circle once more there. Oh. And more quiet your hands. You work still too much on his mouth. Every time you use your hands so much, you block the hindquarters. So more quiet hands. One big mistake you did now, you jumped in front of the horse, yeah? He doesn't need to go on a long one there. He just has to stay in his rhythm, and half a meter closer or bigger is not the problem. That's better. Very good. So come to trot, and we do it one more time from the other rein, yeah? And the same turning, stay quiet, focus on your canter, and then you will have a nice distance to that pole. Quiet hands. Don't focus too much about the mouth. First of all, your canter. Oh. But again, you've been in front of him. Come to trot, one more time. It's much more difficult for him from the right. Do a 10-meter circle in the corner now. So look to the pole and just keep that rhythm. Keep that rhythm. Oh, yeah. Once more, yeah. You still let him go with his shoulder to the left. Keep him on your line, out of riding. That's better. Good. Give him a break. Very good. So we make it now a little bit bigger, yeah, because the horses know the line, you know where you have to focus on, and then the same thing, no change in your riding just because it is a hole bigger. It's their job to jump, not your job. You just keep the nice bouncy canter to the fence, and then you let him jump. And if he makes a mistake, he will learn out of it, yeah? Don't hiding anything. They should learn out of mistakes like we have to learn out of our mistakes. Good. But in the landing, yeah, or in the takeoff, go one time on a circle. In the takeoff, you let the reins get long and you go away. Finish the jump with your body, with your leg, and finish the landing, yeah, and canter away, not giving up in your position. Oh, one more time. Next time you come a little bit with your leg in the takeoff, that he really jumps. That was good, yeah. First, organize your canter, and then you come to the pole. Super. Oh, yeah, you feel it. You shouldn't go away and think, oh, I'm not allowed to make pressure. No, it is when he is that nicely waiting for you, you are allowed to use your leg to create a nicer jump. And you see, now he's getting quicker off the floor and the jump is getting better. Once more. So, very good. Come to trot. For me, normally you should leave it like this, or you start with an upright, or you start to do an oxer with the same exercise, and make the oxer a little bit wider. We just cannot do it in here because this would be too less space and too hard work for the horses when there is no space after the fence. But this is how you should work him, that you get him a little bit more powerful off the floor, and it is all about the canter. And if you use those poles, it is easier to keep having the same situations, yeah? Okay, Sarah. So, and now for jumping. Don't work too much the mouth, work the canter. This is what you need to have. And every time you feel your canter is not good, do a circle and come to the fence when your canter is organized, not when you still have the feeling he is not cantering on his own. So, this is good. And then not always lying in front of the movement. Sarah, every time you come around there, you lie on the shoulders. Stay tall and ride the turn in front of you. Leave the mouth, ride the canter, and he should settle in your contact. Stay back with your body. Yes, one more time. Next time you do a circle, 10-meter circle before in the corner, but keep him switched on. So, look to your pole and now stay back with your body. Use your leg, super. Okay, yeah, here, just give him once a break. He was super here, but then here you let him get a little bit longer and he straight away steps with his hindquarters over the pole. That's your job, to make sure that he stays with the hindquarters in front of the pole. One more time. So do this circle in the corner there. Stay back with your body. Stay back. You don't have to stand up. Okay. Come to walk. It's good that this happens now. You struggle now a little bit because he doesn't want to keep his canter in this small arena and in this small turn, and you want to compensate it with going faster. And then you push him off his legs and he gets longer, and then when he comes long to the fence he cannot jump up anymore, yeah? You need to have the idea in your head, you're bringing pressure on a spring and you transport this spring to the fence and then you create the pressure, yeah? So don't do the mistake, even if you have the feeling, oh, he's falling into trot, and make him longer and faster. You need him more active, but together. So go on once more in canter and use that turn, and in that turn you take him back here in that circle and not making him longer, yeah, that he stays in canter. If he falls into trot, you come to walk and start again. Yeah, don't compensate this problem with going faster and making him longer. So take him more back. Come to walk once, stay on that circle. So stay in the saddle, and start canter. Stay back, good. One more time walk. Keep the contact away from the hindquarters. That's it. And now come to the fence. Stay back, stay back. Good, once more. Better, yeah? Don't compensate it with making him longer and longer and longer. Then have the patient come once to walk, bring him back into balance and on the hindquarter with a transition, and then you come again to the fence. There we are. Super. Yeah, I would leave it with that, yeah? This is hard work for him and for you, yeah, because he finds that very difficult, but this was a little idea how you can improve that. You just have to remember it. The tendency of every rider is to make more pressure and keep going, and why is it not working? One time slowing down, bringing everything in balance, working on the throughness, and then start again, and then he knows what to do. Yeah, keep going is then the wrong thing. Yeah, good. That was very good. Thank you for your attention. I just could give you a little idea what you can do at home. Like I said, I would love to have another pole 9 meters away and doing then 2 strides, 1 stride, and then bouncing. Because this is a good exercise to produce good situations, and the horses learn because it's always the same situation. Thanks for your attention.